Here we are with chapter 3 review. So again, I'm going to do a couple of problems from review in class. So first, when I'm looking at this, I'm going to solve this one by elimination. Elimination means I have to get either the x's or y's to be opposite and the same coefficient. So I'm going to work with the x's. So I'm going to try to eliminate the x's. So right now they're both positive. So I'm going to multiply this top equation by a negative 5. Notice why I did the whole equation. So now when I multiply this right here, that would be a negative 15. I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 3. So now I'm going to have negative 15x minus 35y is equal to negative 45. Because I'm multiplying each term by negative 5. Here, I'm going to have 15x minus 9y is equal to 45. Now I add the two equations together. So this right here will become 0. I'm not going to write that down. This becomes a negative 44y is equal to, this also becomes 0. This is not no solution because I still have my y here. So I can still solve for y. So the opposite of multiplying would be dividing. I'm going to divide both by negative 44. So y is equal to 0. Now I plug that back into one of my two equations. I'm going to plug it back into this equation. Oh no, I'm going to plug it back into this equation. No reason other than it's going to be easier for my brain to solve. So now I plug 0 in for y. This becomes 0, so 3x is equal to 9. Divide by 3, x is equal to 3. So my answer then is written as an ordered pair. So this answer would be 3, 0. So this was one way that you could solve in the chapter 3 for review. You could solve using elimination. The other way is using substitution. I'm going to use this one to solve by substitution because I already have the x by itself, but now I have to get it so it doesn't have this negative. So I'm going to divide each one of these terms by a negative 1. So x is equal to negative 2y minus 7. So this x right here, can be replaced with negative 2y. So negative 2y minus 7. So that's what I just replaced for that. So I'm substituting it in. And now I solve for y. So I can distribute my 3 to both terms. So negative 6y minus 21 plus 6y is equal to 6. So I combine my like terms here. Now these are on the same side. So I do the same sign here. So I have negative 6 plus 6y. That becomes 0y. So what I'm left with here is negative 21 is equal to 6. Because these completely cancel. So this would be a false statement. And since this is a false statement, there is a no solution here. No solution. Also in chapter 3, we have graphing inequalities. So I'm going to do this first graph in this blue. So when there's only one number, I go to where the y, because y is stated here, y is 3. So this is where y is 3. And my graph goes in order of the tick mark. So it's going to be a solid line because there's a line here. So I'm going to draw a solid line right here. So this is the graph y equals 3. Now I have to do my shading. So it says y is greater than, so I shade above the line. And the second one, this has an absolute value, so this will be a v. So this will give me my vertex. Is that, remember, this is always opposite, so negative 4. I'm not moving up or down at 0. You can also plug that into your calculator. So negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. My a value is 2 over 1. Again, you can also put this into your graphing calculator if you're not sure what the points should be. This one should be dotted line. This is y is greater than, so I shade above. Remember, for this problem, you need to show me the actual answer. My actual answer is where the two overlap. So right here is my overall answer for that. Just one more graphing problem for review for chapter 3. So here, this is a linear equation. So my y-intercept, there's no number, so that's at 0. My slope is 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1, or down 3 to the left 1. Again, you can always put this equation into your y equals and go to your table if you're not sure what the points are. It should be a solid line, so I'm going to draw a solid line. It says y is greater than, so I shade above the line. Second equation, again, this is going to be a V. So my vertex would be -1 because this moves opposite up 5. And my A value would be -2/1. So opposite, so -1 up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My slope, again, if you're not sure how to plot these points that I'm plotting right now, put them in your graphing calculator so that you can get all the points. This one should be dotted. It says y is less than, so it would be shaded right here. So it's shaded below the line. So this is my overall answer. And there you go. That is chapter 3 review for the final.